Hi, everyone. I'm Andrea. This is Phil. We are the Kai Masters, and we are back to bring you our reaction to Season 3, Episode 8 of Cobra Kai. And Episode 7 was a little bit slower, but there were some interesting developments. The episode explored Sam's trauma through a fishing trip with Daniel, which was a nice moment of father-daughter bonding. And it looks like he's started to teach her weapons training with it's called a bow, I think.
No, it'll be interesting to see if, is Sam over it now? Was that it? Or the next time she confronts Tori, is there still going to be something?
I'm interested to see, because obviously there will be another confrontation, but I think it'll take time. And
I don't know.
It was interesting to see Daniel. There were some flashbacks to Karate Kid 3, and it was interesting for Daniel to use his own personal example of trauma and fear to try to encourage Sam to get over hers.
And Johnny started a new dojo.
Eagle Fang Karate.
Karate, so
in the park.
see what happens there. We'll see if he gets new recruits, or I imagine they're gonna go up against Cobra Kai at some point.
The ranks are pretty thin right now, so
season's almost over, so there's not much left.
That's true. I don't know if we're gonna have a tournament this season, or
that's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there doesn't seem to be any sort of a lead up to a tournament, so
no, there doesn't.
But we'll see. We're sure there's going to be some epic fight towards the end, or at least that's what we hope. So without further ado, we will get on.
Just before we watch episode 8 here, just hit that like button, subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out. We really appreciate your support. We do have a Patreon. The link is in the description.
While since our last class. After the fight at the school, I wasn't sure Miyagi-Do should stay open.
Daniel's back in business.
Things have gotten worse since we shut down. The reason we learn karate is
to show the world that you're not a bunch of pansy-ass nerds. You're gonna show them that you're tough. The goal is to
win at all costs. Those we thought to be our allies have turned against us. Now is the time to show them
forgiveness, compassion. Mr. Miyagi used to say,
this is an interesting montage.
Revenge, you could start by digging
good.
2 graves. But you have to do whatever you can
to beat the living crap out of them. Don't let them push you around.
I thought they said not to hurt other kids.
I'm still gonna train the same way, just not be an asshole.
Your fangs into them. I just want you to finish it.
For good.
Yeah, Tori and
make myself clear.
Tori and Hawk are the most manipulated. Oh, that was cool. I like that. That was a really interesting. We've got 3 dojos now.
Was it 2 wasn't enough?
Nope, I guess not.
It's locked.
Those guys deserved it.
That's your problem, Johnny. Your whole life you've been striking first. You never once considered that maybe you should think first.
You know what I'm thinking now?
I don't know, Daniel.
Pretty good idea.
I know someone who struck
Seriously?
first a few times.
Oh, jeez.
Hey,
Robby looks horrified.
I told you I don't want you here. Stay out of my life.
Robby. Robby!
I kind of don't blame him.
So what's he gonna do, join Cobra Kai?
I have no idea.
Congratulations on being back on your feet.
Oh,
Early.
jeez. That's a bad pun.
Thanks.
Anyway, I'll let you get back to your friends.
You're not my friends anymore. Not after what they did to you guys.
Oh, are these 2 going to get back together?
I hope so. I like them
Actually
together.
headed
They
that
were
way too.
cute.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Sam. Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure.
Oh my god!
Yasmin?
Dimitri and Yas were making out?
Oh, well, so much for them just being friends.
Doing study work.
Wow,
you two
that is
are-
crazy.
What?
I am 101% in love.
I can't believe that just happened.
Yeah.
Either.
No, me too.
Love conquers all.
That is bizarre. Definitely not
Okay,
expecting
let's do
that.
it again from the top. Now keep going.
And say it's their first week back.
They should know this stuff by now. You know, it's my fault they're in this position. And one day they may find themselves all alone out there, and they're gonna need these techniques to survive.
Okay, so this is about Robby.
He got that from Chosen.
Why are we holding our board meetings at the rec center when you have the enchanted tiki room out here?
Enchanted
Real
tiki
point.
room.
What's up? The old valley is still months away. Is there a problem with the committee?
Oh, there is
There's
a
a problem
tournament.
with the whole tournament.
It's the
Good
first we've
bird.
heard of a tournament.
How do you
Yeah.
On
Ass face, you're next.
Does my nickname gotta carry over from the previous dojo?
You want to be penis breath?
Oh God,
Yes,
that's
fine.
worse.
Good penis breath.
Oh no.
You good? Fine. I'm fine. All right, everybody, take 5. Go get some water. Not from
Miguel
the
isn't
fountain.
ready
I
for
saw
any
some
tournament.
meth head wipe his ass in it.
What happened? They canceled the All Valley.
What?
They did what?
They canceled it. City council
Oh,
just
no.
up and pulled the permit. Something about not wanting to foster a culture of violence after
Oh
the
my
whole
God.
fracas
No,
at
that's
the
probably the
school.
right
It's an
decision.
overcorrection, if you ask me.
It's on display, right?
You're not actually gonna let them cancel the All Valley tournament, are you, Dad?
I don't know, Sam.
Miyagi-Do got blamed for what happened to Miguel. If the tournament gets canceled, that sends a message to the whole valley that we're the bad guys.
Maybe this is a blessing in disguise.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, it's not like you're even gonna fight anyway.
Of course I was.
Training with no contact is one thing. I can't risk you getting hurt again.
Miguel can't fight in that
I'm working
condition.
hard. I'm getting better.
It's for your own safety.
I thought safety was for pussies.
This is different.
Like, you don't think I can do it?
You almost hurt yourself with one kick. One kick. What do you think's gonna happen in a real fight? Look, you already
Carmen
proved you
doesn't
could win.
look
And then you prove
impressed.
it again. You said you'd always be on my side.
Miguel.
They'll send you straight back to juvie.
Well, he's not going to hit a girl.
Looks like we're in the same boat.
Thanks to you for starting the fight.
And you for finishing it.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Then why are we both here? At least I know who I am. You're still pretending to be something you're not.
Like he's always a bad boy.
Oh, and the section about home life? Just check off stable. They don't care. They never come to check. Out of the wheelchair. You made him smile again. And he won't forget that. And neither will I.
Aw. I hope they get back together. Carmen's really sweet. She's good for Johnny.
I heard about the tournament.
Yeah, who needs it anyway?
You do. I see how much you care for Miguel. And I realize now you were just as hurt as I was. I may not want him to compete. But I know he won't get hurt again. Because you're his sensei. It's what you are meant to be. It's your strength, your calling.
Wow.
And there are other Miguels out there who need you in their corner. I know I'm the last person you'd expect to be telling you this, but you have to save the tournament.
Wow.
It's the start.
Don't worry, Dad.
I think that's exactly what those meetings are like too.
Oh, really? Oh, that would be so boring.
Stop letting us smoke on planes. You remember what travel used to be like? It was
Daniel and Johnny together again.
Fighting for the All Valley. What about you? You gonna read from your diary?
There's nothing wrong with being prepared.
Yeah, I don't need notes. Shoot from the hip.
Valley Under 18 Karate Tournament. Who would like to speak first?
Crease is there.
Of course, Grease is
Ladies
there.
and gentlemen, I'm retired Army Captain John Kreese.
Thank you for your service.
Look at Daniel's face.
It was an honor to serve. Students being penalized because of the violence perpetrated by dojos like Miyagi-Do.
Now,
Oh
wait
my
just
God.
1 minute.
Mr. LaRusso, please, it's not your turn to speak.
I
Oh,
apologize,
jeez, Daniels.
Councilwoman Roberts, but this man...
Councilperson Robert.
Wow, good job, Crease.
Thank you, Captain Crease.
Oh,
Please
Captain
continue.
Crease.
I think my colleagues here would
Poor
agree
Daniel.
that all we want is the best for our students and our community. It's hard out there. I'm simply just preparing them to defend themselves.
Councilperson
right.
Roberts, I'm sorry, but this guy is selling you a bad bill of goods. Just a few weeks ago, my students were injured by a bunch of his Cobra Kais at an abandoned recreation facility.
And who started that fight? If memory serves, your out-of-control daughter.
Hey! You leave my daughter out of this, you piece of shit.
Ma'am, please restrain yourself.
It's funny that you say that, because I've had to file a restraining order against her for physically assaulting me.
Assault?
How
Are
is
you
this
kidding
going to
me?
help get the tournament
Make
back?
the call to the authorities.
That won't be necessary.
Ma'am?
Hey, see, do not touch me, okay? I'm leaving. Okay? But that man is a lunatic.
Yeah, she looks
Councilperson
like the
Roberts,
lunatic
I
there.
assure you that I'm a positive influence to my students and the hundreds of students before them.
Horseshit! Your Honor, John Lawrence, Eagle Fang Karate. This man has poisoned the minds of his students. And I should know. I was one of them.
Were we competitive? Sure. But it was all for good sport.
This man is a thief and a liar.
And he put a live Cobra in my dealership.
Enough. Sit down. All of you.
Crease was the most calm and measured there.
They probably should have just let him talk. Don't they just
It
want the
is clear
tournament
this
back?
karate
Yeah.
tournament is causing division and
That's not
rivalry
gonna
in our
help.
community. You
Exactly.
gentlemen have made an excellent case today as to why this tournament should not continue.
Exactly. What did they think would happen?
Ooh, Miguel.
My name is Miguel Diaz. I was in the school fight. I was the one that got kicked off the second floor. You know, I thought I was going to be paralyzed. I relearned how to stand. I relearned how to walk. And I want the tournament to continue.
We are very happy for your recovery, young man, but I'm afraid you don't understand.
Yes, he does. We're the ones getting hurt. We're the ones fighting. Our voices should matter the most. And we want a place where we can compete fairly and safely.
And pretending that bullying doesn't exist, or that you could just get rid of it, what you need to do is teach kids how to defend themselves.
Physically and mentally. Because sometimes the scars you can't see are the ones that hurt the most.
Damn.
Karate is about discipline. It's about inner strength. It's about confidence.
They're doing
Lessons that you
great.
can use for the rest of your life. Look, I don't know where I would be today, or who I would be today, if it wasn't for my sensei. Look, we don't need this tournament to do cool kicks or to sell tickets. We need it to show the bullies of the world that we're not afraid.
They convinced her. I think. I hope.
To be honest, I don't get the Valley's fascination with karate. But
Do I?
if it means that much to all of you, the All Valley Under 18 tournament is officially back on.
Wow. So the kids could convince them, but the adults couldn't?
The adults were bickering. Like,
Yeah, and there was no reason because they all have the same goal.
I guess we all got what we wanted.
Okay. All right, you looking to take on the champ?
I seem to remember flipping you on the ground with surprisingly little effort.
Okay, well, let's see you do it again. Don't hold back.
I wouldn't worry about it.
More like a love spar.
Okay.
Got you.
it's you.
Aw. Oh, Robby.
Should have known.
Oh, jeez.
That's convenient timing.
Why is Robby
it's not
there?
what you think.
I don't think I will. I was hoping you'd say that.
Robby, don't.
Oh,
Like a replay of the moment on the beach.
You two deserve each other.
What was Robby doing there in the first place? I don't get it.
he's there to see Sam, I guess.
He said he was a true champion. But don't worry, I didn't tell him he can compete again. I mean, I didn't even know he was going to be at the meeting. Believe me, it had nothing to do with that.
Carmen looks happy.
Yes, you did. You had everything to do with that.
Oh, wow.
This time it's not a dream.
No, I was just going to say they're really...
They got the TV again. How many times has that TV been broken?
Wow. Johnny's dream just came true. Awesome. Oh no.
Aw.
Really?
That's it.
Oh, great. Another person for Kreese to manipulate. Now Robby is going to the dark side for...
I called it.
Oh, that's yucky.
He rejected both Johnny and Daniel. I thought, well, where else is he gonna go?
But I wondered,
Cobra Kai.
but I a second thought about him coming back to Daniel did Robby have second thoughts about seeing Daniel, or was he just there for Sam? Like, was he trying to...
No, he was there for Sam.
Okay. And that didn't work out so well. And we kind of had actually a replay. I wanted to mention we had almost a replay of the beach scene in season 1. Do you remember when Robby and Sam went to the beach to meet Miguel, and Miguel was jealous?
Was drunk.
Yes, and jealous. And they had a little scrap, and Miguel accidentally hit Sam trying to hit Robby. Well, that was a little bit of almost a replay of that, but it turned out a little differently.
Well, I like Sam and Miguel together, so...
They are cute, yeah.
Well, there might be something going between Robby and Tori there. This shows.
It's a little premature for that.
I don't know. I think there was something there. Tori helped him with that form.
Well, she told him one thing to put on the form. I mean, that's hardly...
Well, Yasmin wrote on Miguel. Yasmin
Dimitri.
wrote on Dimitri's cast, and the next thing you know, they're making
out. Yeah, so maybe we'll start...
That's all it takes.
Maybe. Yeah, and we had Johnny and Carmen reuniting, which was great. So that...
Johnny and Carmen are good together. I think Sam and Miguel are good together, so that was a pretty good episode.
Yeah.
I like that.
Or maybe Tori gets together with Hawk, because they seem to be both, manipulated by Kreese.
So this episode was called The Good, The Bad, and The Badass.
That's an apt name.
The Good, The Bad, and The Badass.
Daniel's the good, Johnny's the badass, and Kreese is the bad. So I think it was a reference to the 3 competing dojos, and you had
I think it's a reference to the 3 of them trying to get the All Valley back.
Right. Well, and you had the montage at the beginning.
Well, that's true.
Johnny's new dojo, and Daniel training in Miyagi-Do, and Kreese training his Cobra Kai students. Had the 3 of them again at the council meeting. So I think it was kind of a focus on the 3 different dojos.
Yes, I agree. It has an 8.3 rating, so higher than the last episode.
Oh, yeah.
But still, I feel like these ratings are a little low this season.
Well, these, to be honest, the best episodes were probably 3, 4, and 5. At least in my opinion. Feel free to disagree. And 3, number 1 and number 2 were okay. And these last 2 were a little more slow moving. So hopefully we're in for a really exciting episode 9 and 10.
Yeah.
So
maybe we'll see the All Valley.
Maybe. It does seem a little premature.
I don't like Miguel's chances right now.
No, so maybe that's not going to happen until season 4, but we will find out.
Okay, so we should move on to episode 9. So we'll see you in that one.